unfolding, Paul Ryan is funding Dems' holy grail, doesn't care if he's fired for it. And once again those of us on the right side of the political spectrum, and those of us who believe in the rule of law along with our nation's sovereignty are being trampled on by the RINO Republicans we have elected into office. We are now getting various reports that the Republican leadership in Congress is planning to fully fund sanctuary cities in the must-pass spending bill, which will be making its way through Congress next week, giving Democrats a huge victory while at the same time giving us conservatives who put them in power a big kick in the face. If the GOP leadership does go through with this stunt, it is sure to cause a ripple effect which will make them pay the price in the 2018 midterms. Which would be convenient for them because instead of placing the blame squarely on themselves, they will shift the blame to President Trump, who they clearly don't support. If we all can recall, within his first few weeks in office, President Trump signed an executive order which was meant to strip federal grants from cities that harbor illegal immigrants. An activist federal judge then proceeded to block the president's order by arguing that the administration lacks the legal authority to cut funding that Congress had previously appropriated. The battle between the administration and federal courts is still ongoing, but Congress has the means to end the debate, given that it has the power of the purse. But just like they never cared to defund Obamacare, they don't care to defund sanctuary cities. Which in turn puts our citizens more at risk since we have no idea who these people living in these cities really are. Just ask the Steino family. In addition, early drafts of the spending bill, which are being kept under lock and key, for obvious reasons, are said to include Planned Parenthood funding, Obamacare subsidies, gun control legislation, a large tax on internet sales, and many other policies which go against Republican campaign promises, platform and principles. Here is more information on this spending bill via the Daily Caller. Republican leadership is going to fund sanctuary cities in the must-pass spending bill next week, giving Democrats a huge victory while simultaneously undercutting conservatives who put them in power, a senior GOP aide told the Daily Caller News Foundation. The White House is arguably more serious about immigration policy than any other campaign promise President Donald Trump made in 2016. Within his first few weeks in office, Trump signed an executive order in January 2017 to strip federal grants from cities that harbor illegal immigrants. A federal judge blocked the president's move that November, arguing that the administration did not have the legal authority to cut funding that Congress had already appropriated. The battle between the administration and federal courts is still ongoing, but Congress has the means to end the debate, given that it has the power of the purse. Conservatives in Congress, along with administration officials, are currently lobbying leadership to stop funding sanctuary cities. The argument is if Congress stops appropriating the money for these federal grants in the spending bill, the court's claim is undercut and the administration and Republicans could claim a victory. The government shelled out roughly $27 billion in federal grants in 2016 alone, according to American Transparency. The president himself called on Congress March 10 to stop giving money to cities outright disobeying federal immigration laws. "I'm calling on Congress to stop funding sanctuary cities so we can save American lives. The funding bill should not give precious and massive taxpayer grants to cities aiding and abetting criminals," Trump said at the rally for failed Republican congressional candidate Rick Saccone. "It's what they do." Funding sanctuary cities is not the only thing that will rile up conservatives in the omnibus bill, which lawmakers must agree on by the hard March 23 deadline. Early drafts of the spending bill, which are being kept under lock and key, a GOP aide told the DCNF, include Planned Parenthood funding, Obamacare subsidies, gun control legislation, a large tax on internet sales, and a host of other policies completely against Republican campaign promises. This is why guys like Rick Saccone lose. The expectations for Republicans to maintain control ought to be very low. Republicans want to run on this platform of tax cuts, and my name is not Nancy Pelosi, National Grassroots Conservative Organization for America President David Bozell told the DCNF. "How much currency does the We Aren't Pelosi have anymore? This is not 2012. These are base races. You have to have your base energized for you, and giving Democrats everything they want is going to keep base voters at home. There is nothing preventing Republicans from being on offense on all of the key issues, like immigration, Obamacare, Planned Parenthood, all of them, Bozell told the DCNF. You are talking about trillions of dollars that our representatives are spending under the cover of darkness. Their number one responsibility is to be stewards of taxpayer dollars. Speaker of the House Paul Ryan's office did not respond to requests for comment as to whether or not leadership is planning on allocating funds for sanctuary cities. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell's office did not immediately respond to requests for comment.